There we go. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode here. Here we go of Orlando Magic Association, usually known as Shareef and Friends. We have got two games coming up here. We have got two home games, thankfully. I think we had a couple. I don't quite remember exactly, but yeah, it seems like we're going to have a couple home games here. We got against OKC and then Golden State as well. And that'll just about be the end of the month unless we got to Charlotte. So we'll go ahead and do that. See how well we do. Now I think we've been kind of hit with the injury bug a little bit, if I remember right. So we'll see what happens with that. I forget. Didn't we already faced the Thunder? I kind of forgot who this was already.
Glad to have you with us for a little
boy.
NBA basketball.
I feel like this is
it's Friday night basketball.
Louder than it should
be
be
the
for
New Orleans
me.
Pelicans up
There we
against
go.
the Orlando Magic. And that's it for now. Let's send you out to Kevin Harlan
All
and
right,
the rest
that's
of the
good enough. Oh.
Greetings, everyone.
All right. Well, they're doing pretty good too. They got 9-3, so
This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Clark Kellogg and
that's all
Steve
right.
Kerr.
Paul Pierce,
We get set to bring you all the action.
bunch of other dudes.
Check now the starting five for both teams.
Davis Hardaway,
And as we take a
Scott.
look
So
here at
we
this
are
guy,
down
what's your
Shareef
take?
in this
Well, he's a
Shareef and
shooter, and I
Friends.
think you have to watch for him to
All right.
corner spot. That's his favorite spot on the floor. And anytime the offense is flowing, he'll just kind of drift out of
But
sight.
I think
even
we'll
that
do
corner.
okay.
If a teammate
I think
can
we
find
got
it,
this.
he'll knock it down.
I don't know.
And you know what, Steve?
We
We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean,
go.
the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
Last game for the Pelicans, they picked up a W against the Celtics. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the
I
hammer down on
meant to pass it, considering Duncan was right there, but
Offensive game plan going into
sure.
the game, and it was quickly apparent
Seemed to
how
like get
powerless the defense was to
jumbled
stop.
around with my
Well, that's a good
inputs.
way to put it, Steve.
That'd
We're
probably be
unlikely
my
to
own
see
hands
that many
too.
uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Very, very possible. I kind of forget who's on that Golden State team. I have to remember. But yeah, the fact that they're in like 94, probably the best one overall. Yeah, it's going to be an issue, I think. I think the Thunder one might be less of that, but I have moved some sliders around to hopefully make it a little bit more of a challenge so that, starting this season, the idea that we end up having, a lot of 20-point games or whatnot ends up kind of being
their last encounter was
fewer and farther in between,
able to handle the Pelicans.
unless they just keep us open like that. Oh.
Accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeat.
So it's probably going to be a little bit more difficult, I think, to deal with that, but we'll see.
And Doris, what'd you find out?
Kevin, we talked at length about how they plan to contain this excellent offensive ball club. He said, our opponent changes, but our principles stay relatively constant.
What do we got?
It's all about
What do we
denying
got?
the
What do we
high
got?
percentage
What-
shots,
oh.
the layups, free throws, and open three-pointers.
Yeah, Michael
If
Red
they're
can
hitting
still shoot.
contested jump shots,
That makes some
just
sense.
have to
17
take
points per game. All
Given
right.
a sound strategy.
Field goal shooting
All right,
40.
Doris, thanks, and it seems
Not the
they have
worst.
planned wisely for a matchup like this against a team that scores so proficiently.
Yow. Yow.
They've got. I mean, you got a plan for it.
I'm wondering if we should try to get something out of Yao. I wonder if we should.
Well, if you don't do that, Steve,
Yao's
you'll
one of
get
those
burned.
players I feel is almost too tall
And they get it back. And the
for
whistle
this.
stops gameplay. It's not a
Almost
clean
too tall
block
for
shot.
this
Instead, a
game.
shooting foul, and we'll see free throws coming up right here.
Do you have Ron Artest on your team? I do not. I forget where Ron Artest. I think he, weirdly enough, might be on the Lakers.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Can't remember. I'd have to check that out.
Pierce hits two.
Boy, that was solid. I tell you, he's one of the best there is up there. At
There
the
we
foul
go.
line.
Could you imagine the team that we already have and then add like Ron Artest onto that nonsense?
Kicks it to Yao. Out of
Ah.
bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
I feel like these like 360 PS3 level games were almost not built for a guy like
We're
Yao.
just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. An easy 2 points on the layup.
He's got to do a lot of weird stuff to just kind of make sure that he actually gets it in.
I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime
Trade you out for
success
Bogut
pounding
and
the
some
ball
other
inside,
players.
you
Yeah,
gotta
well, you know,
continue to go to the well.
I'm not sure. Bogut, is Bogut here already? I think Bogut's here already. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. We can get something out of him. I mean, he's probably at least a 4-star trade guy, maybe even 4.5. He was basically 81 as a rookie.
Back to Davis. Dishes to Hardaway.
Ah,
Orlando
that was
gets it back.
goofy.
Outside
There you
for
go.
Davis.
That was
Open up the
goofier.
three.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I wouldn't bet against him in that situation next time. Yeah, nice fast break.
There you go.
from start
There you
to
go.
finish, guys.
Especially on the
Just
back
letting
end.
him,
I mean,
just letting him run down there on you, huh?
And that's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Number 17. He's guarded by Davis.
I've been kind of tired today. I've almost felt like I was going to end up falling asleep earlier.
Puts up a three. Rebound by Yao.
Shut.
Number 52.
Bogut came 05. Okay.
Boy, where was the
Something in
box
that
out?
style or someone else. You know, it'd be interesting if I got back, because I did some work on Pfizer, Marcus Pfizer.
Now here's Yao. What a tremendous game he played against New York.
I bet you I could probably get Pfizer and then, I don't know, some sort of depth piece. I'm trying to think where I would need the depth at this point. That wouldn't take away from Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And it's good. Assisting
There you
on the
go.
play was Hardaway. Davis has got 5. And first
Speaking
time
of, do we got them coming up?
for New Orleans.
We got them coming out?
Getting winded.
I think we should have them coming out. Where the hell? Is Jordan hurt? Jordan must be hurt.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
Where's Olo Akandi at? I know he's around somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Jesus, we're already a game and a half up. 8-4 is at least like somewhat respectable, but Jesus.
And check it out, Cleveland. A game and a
I wonder
half.
how real. I haven't checked on how real Orlando's doing. I imagine they're like 2-6 or something like that. Can't imagine they're doing too hot. They just like gotten used to the fact that we just don't win.
Orlando will come the other way.
All right, Kwame, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
The jump hook.
There you go.
Orlando with another.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint.
We don't need no. We'll have Kwame.
Exactly how it's done.
We'll have Kwame take over.
Pierce makes no
Ah.
mistake on the open jump shot. Pierce has got 6 points. The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice.
Yeah,
shooting.
once Corver gets up, because I feel like Reggie might end up. I feel like Reggie might end up retiring before Corver gets to a point where
Right side
I would
Pierce.
want. You know, he could be a. I'm imagining he's probably gonna.
Brown outside.
Retire before that.
Backs him down. The back-
And one.
He gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Ah, let's go.
How did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And a moment
Can't
now
be
to look
Richard
at the
Jefferson,
scoring
is it?
approach in
I
terms
figured
of
he'd be
where
starting
the
if he
points are coming
was.
from here for the Magic.
And
No,
right
that's
from the
Richard
start, guys,
Jefferson.
it's apparent They're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been
There you
distributing
go.
the ball really well tonight, too.
Jameer
I mean, a
Nelson.
decent number
Yeah.
of assists so far for
I
him.
don't remember. 04 wasn't a phenomenal draft, if I remember right.
Perry, Tinsley
So, like, hoarding 04 draft picks wouldn't be that great, but, you know.
Perry,
Why
best
is Kwame, like, perimeter? Oh, boy.
the feather touch on the finger
Kwame,
roll.
your
Beautiful.
defense, man.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense.
even the game's calling it out. Any defense? No.
And it's Brown missing.
No foul? No whistle?
Pelicans have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Jefferson, that's for 2. And that's
Ah.
to retain possession.
Bender.
Well, as we just get started in this season, let's take a look at where the Magic sit in the NBA stats. First in shooting percentage.
First, second, and then something
They're
else.
also number 1 in free throw shooting. A team that makes foul shots gives itself and its coaching staff a lot of confidence.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create
There you go.
shots.
There you go.
They do that, and they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Oh, Reggie.
Tinsley goes up and lays it.
We got it. Tinsley's got it.
Tinsley's
Damn
got
it.
his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, I was going to say 0-4 is That's why I was like, I bet you if I looked at it, there'd be some like noteworthy people, but I knew 0-3 was the big one.
Back to Jefferson.
Who did I even get for Bosch in that particular? I even forget who I got for that. Was that when I got Michael? Did I get Michael in a trade because of that? I think I did.
Here's Brown.
Oh,
Jams it with authority. This game
I love being able to take the game over with Kwame now. He's getting there. He's getting there.
That's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this. And
All right, you gonna put the starters back in, and they're moving around. Let's see.
Come on, Kel. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
God damn, I tell you. Oh wait, no, that's okay. I was looking at something else. Ah, crap. All right, well, we're not playing. Nobody's playing defense. This is an all-star game, is what this is.
An inch. I mean, that's all it takes. He
Oh.
let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
Ah, that's all right. He still kind of had a hand in his face, but figured I'd try.
That's his signature shot.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it after the miss from Corbett. Pass to Navarro. Good. The fadeaway. Well, Clark, we've seen
Dwight,
the lead
Well
change here
Dang,
quite a bit
Iggy,
this
Al
one.
Jefferson,
Yeah, we sure have. I
J.R.
mean, it's
Smith,
been a bit of
Jameer,
a
Tony
windshield
Allen.
wiper
Okay,
game.
that's
I mean,
not bad.
Back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams.
Damn,
feel like
Richard
they can
Jefferson
win
is
both
on
games.
his ass.
So we'll see which
Hello? Oh, my
find the
Lord.
momentum and take control of this game.
There's 14 seconds left to play.
Something always like makes me forget that Iguodala's been around for that long.
1 second left. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by
All right,
just one.
but just one. Just one.
Thursday, November 26th, the Houston Rockets go up against the Washington Wizards. Don't miss out.
All right. All things considered, it's been highly competitive, and I like that. I like it being highly competitive.
We have a close game here at the start of the
This
second
whole
quarter of
like
play.
blowing people out by 20 points all the time has been nice. Has been has gotten somewhat boring. We need like we needed something to even it up a little bit more.
Playing well, close to the hoop, finding points in the paint. I mean, they've got it all going tonight.
We've got Duncan.
God damn it.
Hardaway is out there with Davis, and it's Yao in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Walters from 13 feet. It goes down.
Josh Smith, Kevin Martin,
And
Ben
the
Gordon.
Pelicans
Ooh.
lead by 3.
Kevin Martin was good.
Bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
He was a small forward though, wasn't he?
Leaderboard, these teams have been
I was gonna say,
fantastic from
I
three-point
could if I
land
can
in
use
the
him as a
last
shooter.
10.
I think I can use him
The
as a
Magic
shooting
in
guard.
second. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
Now the long-range threats, guys.
I remember the first like true my player, my career that I went through was like NBA 2K10. That was like my reintroduction to NBA 2K.
Pass to Walters.
After bumbling around live once in a while. And I ended up getting I ended up doing that and drafted to the Kings. So I was dealing with like Tyreek Evans, Kevin Martin, what's his name? There was like the other big man. There was that like power forward that was supposed. He was a shooting guard. Okay. Woo! There we go.
Try to make it a 3-point play.
What a finish with that hoop.
And he's got his first
I'd have to look at like the 2010
Last game,
Kings.
He turned in a really nice performance at the charity stripe.
Yeah, it really stands out when you
I'm gonna
look
say
back
it was
at
like
the
something
numbers from him.
Thompson or something
it's
like
been a
that.
struggle
I'd have
for
to
him at the
look,
line.
but
He's been scuffling
I remember
this
he
season. I mean,
was a guy
he's
who
pretty
seemed
well
like he was going to
below
be
the
pretty
percentage
big,
that he
and then
shot a
he
season
just
ago,
was
and
nothing.
Not quite sure why.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. They set the pick.
Oh my goodness. Verjao.
6 on the shot clock. It's Jefferson outside. Gets it to go. Jefferson's got his
Come
first
on.
3 points of the game.
A terrific pass there by Steven Jackson.
It was Ariza.
Jefferson against Scott. Yao dishes to Duncan.
Oh,
There's the whistle. Foul
son of a
on the
bitch.
shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah,
who was the shit? I think he might have been around this time too.
The Magic have yet to miss.
It wasn't Ariza, but it was
And the team free throw numbers
Spanish
for this
dude,
club
Rockets.
this season,
Scola,
very
Luis
impressive.
Scola.
About 80% from the line.
Those are
I don't
good numbers
think
for
he's in
any
here
team.
yet.
I mean, they can
When
feel
did he get
really
drafted?
good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And the Pelicans making a change here.
He was, oh my God. 2007? 2002 second round. Okay, so he's already in the game here somewhere. Was it 06, 07?
Duncan drops it
Because,
off.
like, it said he was a second rounder in the 2002 draft. Maybe he was like a Euro stash. So maybe he's not actually going to show up in this until like
Number
a couple of
17
years from now.
loses his man off the screen and lays it up.
Scola would be a good,
5 points
probably a
in the game.
good backup power
A
forward.
lot of space to get that shot off.
Yeah, I don't think
Ah,
they've done a
God.
really good job there of getting
Damn it.
over the top
All
of
right,
the
that's
screen.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Pass to Hardaway. He kicks to Duncan. Some nice ball.
Oh, that was awkward.
Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
He signed
Here
then.
we are
Okay.
in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season.
I hate this changing weather, and I don't know how many other people seem to be. It seems like it's going around right now. Just this,
A half game back.
just this cruddy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do that again, so Penny could just get more blocks.
And for a team that might not have the talent of some of the other top clubs.
There you go. There you go.
Good start has been critical. I think it's
But yeah, my sinuses have been killing me, and my throat's been killing me. They've been doing a lot of like the tilling of the land around here, all the farmers,
Orlando, they've gone
because I end up going to like one of the places where I go for work
to Yao.
a couple times a week. They're still like partially surrounded by farmland.
And it's out of bounds to the Magic.
So I get out of my car and the whole parking lot just smells like cow poo.
For Tim Duncan, third in rebounding.
Just the smell of fresh manure being laid down.
And you talk about his place among the leaders in rebounds per game, Steve.
And I don't need to worry because they're starting to build over there too. So I know in like 5 years, maybe 10, it's just gonna be another part of like civilization. Because they're already starting to build over that way, but yeah, it's just
Here's Hardaway.
it reminds you that you're still in like a farm state
Against New York.
when you are somewhere where you can still smell the manure.
Figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Down low. The
There you
finger
go.
will finish at the bucket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him
Tony
inside,
Allen, okay.
forcing that ball
Yeah,
into
I'll have to
fast
figure that
foul
out. We're still quite a ways away from 2004, but yeah, it's good to know about it.
Wide open look. Again, Pierce missing.
Shit. There we go.
That's his range and the defense.
All right,
nowhere to
Barron.
be seen.
Outside, Davis.
That was awful.
Feed to Hardaway.
That's all right. We'll just give it to Penny, and he'll put it up and put it up for 3.
Now it's a 5-point
That works.
Magic lead.
The easiest way to do it sometimes.
Yeah, that's my least favorite part about the ever-changing weather and then all the allergy shit going around is I felt like this for over a week now. And if I was sick, I would just be able to like, I would just be able to like be done with it by now. Like by now it'd be done, but obviously it's. But now it would just be with the allergy crap. So now it gets to stick around for a while. Penny's getting older. Barry never really played defense.
Has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
We can change that. We can. The beauty of all the development drills is we can change that if we want to keep Baron Davis around. much like how we're turning Kwame into this offensive weapon.
Getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And this lead is going to grow if they can continue to get to the free throw line.
I almost like the development drills more than the other stuff that they have, because they don't really do that anymore in like the new ones. Like you get to see them like work on it, but it isn't something that you kind of personally work on. Then again, there are probably people who are like, I can't believe I have to do this crap, and it's just they end up in. Even I complain about how much the game cheats sometimes.
Just a 1-point Magic lead.
He's found a rhythm here in this second quarter, guys. He looks good.
Yep. Here, we'll bomb him right back. How about that? Oh, that's a C+. Jesus. Come on, Fred. No, Penny. There you go. You won't do that to me? I'll do that to you. Let's go. We'll make it 2. You got to be kidding me. Nope. Oh, yeah? And since you missed that? That's fine. Come on, Yao. There you go. What's his durability look like? Did I upgrade Yao's durability yet? Because that was kind of Yao's whole problem.
It takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality.
I'd have to check.
When you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Oh, I was way early on that. Son of a bitch. All right, that's fine.
Part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside.
They're getting tired over here.
Right at the rim.
Nope.
Continue to do it. Force the defense to maybe send a double
5 seconds
team.
back to basket.
To
Oh,
work with
balls.
offensively.
Yeah, what do we got? Okay. Man. Come on. Correct. Okay, yeah, get them in. Pressure the shooters. Make sure that they're doing that. Don't just let them hit threes with impunity, boys. That's not helpful. Okay. Corver, get open. Yeah, Bender got open.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Miller. Magic moving the ball.
There you go. There you go.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Very, very nice.
It's Pierce on the wing. Plenty of space.
Poor Corver, man. I mean, I know he's never been a defensive guy.
Bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Oh, that was a silly idea.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
I should have just tried to stand my ground. I think I was probably far enough away. I'm not sure.
Pelicans shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. That's good from Perry.
You know, one of the things I wish they had in this game now, because I didn't realize, like, because I've played some of the new NBA games, but I didn't realize, like, all the stuff as far as rule changes are concerned that they have implemented into, like, the even all the new games. So it's just been crazy to look at and be like, you know what, this is kind of cool, and I wish you could have the level of customization in this game. when in terms of like rules and stuff like that.
Here's Brown.
Ah,
Trying to get that one.
it's all right.
Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Magic lead
Still up by 4, doing pretty good.
We'll see you after halftime for the
Ramen, how's it going?
third quarter.
Now, presented by Sprint.
It's halftime, and I'm Damon Bruce.
You know, it was funny because when was it? Saturday night, I think. Friday night or Saturday night. I happened to cross you. Of course, I didn't say anything, but I just so happened to be with my friends, and we usually watch, Joshi stuff, and I was like, well, I could put on a Tokyo Joshi Pro thing or something like that, and I was looking at stuff. I'm like, fucking Sendai Girls has got a live show going on apparently right now. I wasn't sure if it was being broadcast, and by broadcast I mean pirated. And sure enough, it was. So I was like, hey, I'll just watch that.
The Cavaliers over at Quicken Loans Arena losing to the Nets. They couldn't get anything going, it seemed. And here's a look at the other
Raptors just
NBA
destroyed the
action from around
Cavaliers. Clippers 151 to 100.
They ended up just
Holy
cruising to
shit!
victory in that one. Hideo Turkoglu led the team in
That
scoring.
is an all-star game score.
Time now to send you back to Big D, third quarter.
Imagine scoring 100 points in an NBA game and you lose by 51 points.
And we return here in Big D, Dallas,
Jesus.
Texas. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah, they're playing modern ball.
We're seeing a
Exactly.
tremendous game from Steven Jackson.
Well, the threes have been falling for him at a ridiculous rate. That first half was just amazing.
And when that's the case here in the second, I think he's just got to keep spraying and splashing them.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So the Pelican 5 right now.
Don't let him do nothing.
Looking to
Don't.
manage
Oh, I
things
slacked
well.
off there. That was my fault.
Pierce has got
Totally
the
my
first
fault
field
on
goal
that
in the
one.
second half for the Pelicans.
Davis, Duncan.
Davis, the
Oh.
pass to Duncan. Back to Davis.
All right, well, that got Davis open at least.
You know what? And New Orleans
Nuts.
will go the other way with it. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road
Ah.
again. For the tie, Reds shot
Yeah, I think I need a defensive piece
and that makes it a tie ball.
more than just about
So productive
anything.
in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
I think Pfizer was a pretty good big man, but yeah, perimeter. I think that's the thing is I focus so much on shooting perimeter guys that guys like Dennis Scott and Baron Davis and Corver and Fred Hoiberg all fit the certain archetype of perimeter shooters that don't play defense. They're just not defensive guys.
Because when they're at their best, they're really challenging every shot. They cover up, they close out on jump shooters,
There we
and they
go.
can penetrate and get to the rim. They've got
Same
a
boat as
host of
everyone
shot
with David
blockers there
Finley.
waiting for you.
Boy, I tell you what.
Yeah, I noticed that
Like
people
the
were not
typical
thrilled
big
with
man out
that.
there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Pierce.
I don't know what is the weird, because some people are weird with that, where it's
They've made all three of their
and maybe not some people are weird with that, but it's what's been weird is just New Japan's booking. Ever since the pandemic happened, New Japan's booking has just been
Yao's got 4 points.
just real
They haven't
iffy.
been able to open up a big lead.
Honestly, I think even before the pandemic, because wasn't it 2020? Was it 2020 that had the big Tokyo Dome with Naito winning and then Kenta doing the attacking him and sitting on his chest? Was that 2020?
And he can't.
Or was that shorter time ago than I thought? Because I feel like
Outside, Scott.
it wasn't that long ago. Because now that I think about it, that was 4 years ago.
Very nice feed. Now it's a 4
That was?
point
Okay.
lead. New Orleans has got
Man, that's almost 4 years ago now.
5 of 12. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Here now, the league's highest scoring team.
And there's a possibility by the time he gets there, he's going to have to wear an eye patch like fucking PCO used to.
Yeah, what an impressive impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be scoring well.
Yeah, New Japan's booking used to be like, you know what? It's the same thing as like sort of like Ring of Honor's booking after the Elite left. Like after like Omega and a lot of these guys left, it's like, especially if you pretty much have an idea that Ospreay's gonna leave, like I cannot imagine why David Finlay has to be the guy. Like, isn't Zack Sabre Jr. still around? Like, and you moved him up to heavyweight. The 18 new belts also isn't to help. The Bushiroad loves their fucking titles, man. I have no idea why there's a New Japan World Championship. And that IWGP Women's Championship really is just, once Mayu win the belt, it just meant fuck all. Like, they made a belt for Mercedes Moné and Mayu to fight over. Now that that's pretty much done, there's just nothing to do with it. Yeah, Bullet Club is one of those things that should probably die at this point, but New Japan keeps their factions around forever and a day. Because aren't they like split up into like 3 different things now? Like, isn't technically Bullet Club and then fucking, what is it? It's like regular Bullet Club, and then AEW's got Bullet Club Gold, and then they got, isn't the Gorillas of Destiny separate from everything else too? Because like they add in Hikuleo and somebody else, and then they have the whatever the stupid name of Evils. Jesus Christ, that was a dumb move. Whatever Evils group was.
He continues to finish at the basket. You know, one other thing you have to appreciate when it comes to him is his skills.
House of Tortures, that's what it is.
Terrific footwork, nice up and under fakes, and he's got a
I thought I was going to say House of Bullet Club War Dogs. That's what it is. Yeah, I was going to say House of Truth, but I'm like, no, that's an ROH thing.
The first free throw is good. The Pelicans making a switch here.
NWO Wolfpack versus Hollywood. Yeah, they had another NWO group that no one remembers. The B Team. The NWO B Team, I think, was around the time of that as well. With like Vincent and Stevie Ray and Scott Norton. Yep. It is really, it's NWO in 1998, where it got so big and made so much money, and they don't know how to just end it.
Now the pass to Rice. Outside Jefferson. Blocked.
Ooh, there you go. God damn it.
Over Yao. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
I can't say too much because I really haven't watched a whole lot of New Japan at this point. It's been quite a while.
Free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
It's at this point I know more about like, yeah, cause G1 sucked. Wasn't it like what, 4 groups of 8 or 4 groups of 10? Like it was like, which could be cool. Like you could totally have group stage type things like a World Cup. Like you can do that. Like TNA, for all their faults, when they did the Bound for Glory series, was really fucking stupid because they didn't have the TV for that, so they were doing all these ridiculous matches at house shows. But it's not a terrible concept. But like you kind of have to make it feel like a World Cup, and G1 can absolutely do it. It's got the name value. You just have to, I don't know. It was like 4 groups of like 8 or 10, wasn't it? It was just one of those things that just didn't feel that exclusive. Then again, that was kind of the nice thing about G1 is how exclusive it felt because you only had like 16 to 20 slots. Somehow Noah's been worse. Yeah, didn't they just run a show that even Tokyo Joshi Pro over fucking got more fans then? Didn't they just run a? I don't know how big the show supposedly was, but I think as someone who's supposed to be taken as seriously as Noah, running a sub 200 seat 200 person show is never a good thing.
Pelicans trail by 3. They set the screen.
Shit.
A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Rice has got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the
Okay.
lane.
Yeah, the
Okay.
interior defense simply has been lifeless.
El Hijo del Wagner Jr. Oh,
He kicks to Korver. Orlando moving the ball around. And
there you go.
Davis gets it to go.
Third 3 in a row.
Yeah, I don't really think much of Jake Lee. I don't really watch a whole lot of Noah, so I don't really know. I can't really comment too much about.
Timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also, some rehydration going on with Gatorade.
You know what?
Game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to
Bring the
every
bench
player,
guys back out.
making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself.
I mean, running a sub 200
keep
show is
yourself
never
strong
great.
and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans.
I do have to question sometimes some of the because I did watch a show that made me question reality, and that was the latest big Oz Academy show, where it was just it was just infuriating to watch.
Both clubs really picking up the intensity here in the second.
I'll say that's for sure. I mean, things have really ramped up here.
It's just one of those things where when you have these, you have this like big 3-on-3 like chain match or chain elimination match or something, and I just fucking knew because it's Oz Academy that fucking Ozaki was gonna win it after she was like the Lone Ranger facing all against Marvelous.
Brown's got his
Oh,
fifth
oh,
rebound
oh,
right now in the
oh,
game.
oh, oh.
The feet to Tinsley. Makes the lead pass.
Ah, damn it.
Be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
You mean the match where Chigusa and Nagayo watch Mio Momono get eliminated? Dude, I cannot tell you how fucking angry it made me to just watch Mio get blasted. Where it's just like, she's fucking half your age. Like, come on, man. I get it. People fucking love Ozaki and they love Chigusa, so it's just,
Their steals come from all over the
man.
in all sorts of situations.
Just, I guess people love it because it drew like 1,500 people. If that's what they want to do is draw like 1,500 people who fucking love Ozaki, sure, why not? Because when I heard that it was like 1,500, I was like, all right, well, I mean, I don't know how often they do that number, but if they're doing basically better than, a lot of times where like, if they're doing better than times where like Tokyo Joshi Pro would draw at like Fork and Home, all right.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the
But yeah, it's just,
being very selective
it perplexed
and
me
deliberate in their offense.
because I'm just sitting here going, this is a 55-year-old woman. This is just a 55-year-old woman. And it's like she's the lone hero against these. It was bad enough the fucking Marvelous thing. It was bad enough that big Marvelous title change that was part of this whole story.
Leading by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter.
And it was just uncomfortable watching Chigusa try to ramble around. I knew it was probably gonna like come down to those two as well, and it's just like Chigusa can barely fucking walk, man.
November 26th. The Los Angeles Clippers
My
live
favorite
from
part,
Salt Lake City.
I think was it, because we'd watched a Marvelous show before. I think it was Marvelous. It might have been like Seedling or something. I can't remember. No, I think it was Marvelous because Chigusa wasn't wrestling, but she was like ringside, and she's just hanging out ringside. And I remember my friends just being like, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, "No, that's a woman." They're like, "You're kidding me." I'm like, no, it's just she's just old and just yeah. That's just how she is. She's a legend, I swear.
Duncan out there with Scott.
Massive legend.
Then there's Hardaway, and it's Yao in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Wait, are the Clippers in San Diego? Yes, I moved the Clippers to San Diego. I moved the Kings to Kansas City. I moved the Nets to New Orleans, I think, because I was like, I could do Brooklyn Nets, but since I moved the Pelicans, since I had the Pelicans, well, it was originally the Bobcats.
Pelicans trailed by 9.
Yeah, because this is the Pelicans. Yeah, and they even just said the Pelicans. I moved because I think I changed the Bobcats back into the Hornets. And then the Pelicans, I decided to change it to the Thunder because I didn't want to. I kind of wanted the Thunder, but I didn't want to give up the Sonics. So I was like, we can get rid of the Pelicans. Fuck it. So yeah, I moved the Nets. I moved the Nets to New Orleans and just made my own logo for the New Orleans Nets because I was like, you know what? Nets don't need to be in Jersey, and they don't need to be in Brooklyn. We've already got a New York team, so we'll just move them to New Orleans. So they lose their Pelicans, but they get the Nets. Kentucky girls. Yeah, it was tough because I'm like I wanna have the Thunder, but I'm not. If I'm gonna be in charge of this dog and pony show, I'm not gonna get rid of the fucking Sonics. But yeah, I decided to spread out the teams a little bit. Another Midwest team also sounded good too, so I was like, just throw the Kings back over to the Kansas City since they were already there. You know what I would like to do, it would take some serious work because I'd have to figure out everything, but I could totally do it because I could just make like multiple instances of this game, so that way I could just keep this the way this is and not have to fuck with it to try to do something else. And that's to do some sort of like rec league basketball, because there's been enough over the course of like 10 years of this game. There's been enough like Reggie, no, Reggie. No, he pulled a Kwame. Not even Kwame has pulled a. Well, I think Kwame has pulled a Kwame. But ooh, 1 for 8. Oh! That's what I get. There you go. Is I want to do some sort of rec league thing because there's been a whole series over the last 10 years of like custom arenas that have been made that are just not. They're not huge arenas. People have built out like high school style arenas, and I've got a shitload of them saved up. I mean, they have high school mods that someone has done. There's been like T-shirt, jersey mods that have been done in this. So yeah, Reggie's like 50 at this point.
Puts the lead pass in front of him.
Was this his? Oh no! Get up, please! Get up, please! Get up, please! Get up, please! I think 03-04 was Reggie's last year, wasn't it? Where is he? Do we need to call a time? I think we need to call a timeout.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
There we go. Yeah. Let's get let's put the bench guys back in. We'll put Corver in. We're gonna get some guys some minutes. We're gonna keep guys fresh.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
We've got a little bit of a cushion. We bring the bench guys out for a few minutes, 2-3 minutes. We get to the end of the game. If need be, we'll have our guys in pretty damn good condition, ready to go.
Doesn't look like he's ready to back off just yet, guys.
Thanks again, Doris.
05-06 was? Okay.
He dishes it to Corver. Orlando moving the ball around.
Oh, no, that might not be. All right, there we go. I don't know why some part of me thought that Reggie Miller, like Reggie Miller saw Malice at the Palace, and he's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Pass to Jefferson.
Shit, no.
And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, he played Malice at the Palace here, which was 04, I think. It would have been this season, I think.
Gets the bucket. They got on this roll a while
Yeah.
ago. They just haven't looked back.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
Sorry, we've got this weird disjointed for the people who actually do listen to this. We've got this weird disjointed conversation that's half old school basketball and half Japanese wrestling. It's phenomenal.
He certainly isn't the one to blame.
0405 was okay.
He's been on the money with his game.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Pierce has checked in.
But yeah, I didn't even see the end of that Oz Academy show because after the whole like chain match followed by Ozaki taking pictures with fans in the ring, I'm like, this isn't even the end of the show yet. And she's like got all these like VIP passes for fans in the ring. Take a picture of her literally stepping on the fucking Marvelous belt.
Here's Rogers, and it's blocked by Corver.
Almost did return in 08 to join the Celtics. Man, would that have been 07-08, the year that they actually won the championship? Because that would have been honestly, it would have been kind of funny considering the whole point of Peyton and Malone going to the Lakers in 03 was to get a ring, and I don't think they got it that year. So they never did get that ring.
Free throw is good. And so
Here we
it's
go.
both.
I know you like Joshi's. I know you like latex. Is this going into a Skabon thing about the Cerise signing with Skabon? It's whatever. It's not shocking, honestly. Like it seemed like she was outwardly grateful for the opportunity, like very Japanese in the way she was grateful for the opportunity with WWE, but it didn't shock me at all that she was not itching to get back into WWE, especially considering she's been tearing it up in Japan. So the idea, knowing that, Skabon is going to allow her to basically continue doing stuff in Japan and just come to America to do fashion fetish wrestling every once in a while, like 4 times a year. Sure, why not?
Haven't seen much of it the other end of the floor, though.
I'm sure they're probably paying decent, too. Because that's one of those things about, like, independent wrestling is, like, normally when you get an independent wrestler, you're not going to be able to just change their gimmick. So the fact that they're coming in with, like, new outfits and gimmick changes and all that, they have to be paying decent because you're not just going to... Because that's kind of the thing is I've learned is, like, in real life, you get the local guy for, like, small handful of money. He's going to be who he is. He's going to be whatever his character is. You're not going to be able to change that. So the idea that you've been able to do that means you're probably paying pretty okay for them to be fine with just having a completely new and different gimmick.
Number 17 is guarded
And
by
being okay with being in Wrestlicious 2.0. You son of a... Oh, there you go.
That'll increase their rebound advantage.
There you go.
They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
But the main thing is they haven't allowed many
All right, this is
second
silly.
chance opportunities, and that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
back to Scott. Leads him in there. Hardaway for three.
A+, damn it.
Second chance shot. And
There you go.
Duncan lays it in. Duncan's got 10
All right, we've been
points.
turning it on now. I like
He's
this.
just been the
I like
man
this a
since the
lot.
start of this quarter, and just a tremendous
Sad match on
period of
GLEAT
basketball
last
for him.
week. Oh, yeah, because I don't really pay much attention to GLEAT. GLEAT doesn't show up on my
And he connects with the jumper.
timeline all that much.
Really hard to find fault with any
Only reason I really knew about the Sendai show is because Dash appears on my timeline once in a while.
Pelicans trail
Michiko
5-15
versus Unagi. Ooh, I'm wondering why it's sad.
on the assist by Michael Red.
It's interesting. They're like a
I know it's like an angle that like Michiko was like quitting the promotion or something, but then she was something else.
And finished off by Yao.
just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about.
I forget exactly what it was. I thought it was like she quit the promotion, but then she came back, and then she had her group with her after she came back.
Number number 17. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Well, he earned that one. Took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah,
I'm sure you probably know the angle a little bit better than I do since you watch Glee.
You like that focus.
A different look for Oklahoma City. That free throw good from Steven Jackson. This game
Yeah,
looks
come
like
on,
they've got it
come on.
just about
Oh,
wrapped up.
oh, you know what? Yeah, we'll just sit here.
Nice game.
Tinsley,
Tinsley. Drills it from outside.
bench guys are just killing it right now.
15.
They didn't take their
Right,
time
all
rounding
these
up.
3-point shooting guys, they're killing it.
Yeah, they
Thankfully, they can outshoot their mediocre defense.
There's the pass to Perry. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Navarro.
Ah,
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. From deep three-point range. Offline. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin.
Kitsune title, which is funny. Doesn't she have a Spark belt too? Isn't she like a Spark champion?
Have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike
Out of the
games
belts
for
that she comes out with.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us. As we
No, Ram and Saki have like the Atlantic and Pacific belt, but don't they have like a main belt too? I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering. Atlantic Pacific World. Okay, Billy Starks. Miyu won that, but she dropped it to Billy Starks. That's right. Because she dropped it in that, was it the LA show? Because she didn't have it by the Orlando show. Yeah. She dropped it at the LA show. But either way, yeah. 15-minute, like time limit or? All right. Let's see here. 15-minute draw match and the crowd is dead silent. I mean, dead. Another loss. 12-3 is pretty good, though. We got 3.5 games already on. Oh, my God. How do we beat Atlanta by 19 and then come home and lose to them by 2? Can you explain that to me, boys? Can you explain how you let that happen? How good is Atlanta again? How do we let this happen, boys? I need to know. MJ injured? I think so. Because he wasn't there. Yeah, Shareef is 2 to 4 weeks. I think, Jordan is 1 to 2 weeks. Okay, I knew we were down 2 guys. Yeah, we're down Jordan and we're down Shareef. Still did pretty okay. But Oklahoma City's a 91. This is going to be the real test. They seem to be down someone too, because I feel like 93 is not where they were. Oh my God, this is going to be, Alonzo Mourning. This is the first time. Have we faced them yet? We haven't faced these guys yet, have we? No, this is the first time we have to deal with this. Carmelo and Wade. This is gonna be an interesting game. Mourning, Anthony, Wade, Rasheed Wallace, Ron Mercer. So they're down Bobby Phills and Tyrone Hill, but okay. They still the top of the order is stacked over here. One of these guys can, Dwayne Wade can play power forward. Yeah, so they can just start all 5 of these guys, which is probably how they're going to do it. Yeah, that sucks that they don't seem to that the Gleek crowd doesn't seem to give a shit about. Let me save real quick. The Gleek crowd doesn't seem to give a shit about Unagi or their own. Maybe you have to watch to understand it. Oh boy. 5,800. Jesus. Did they stream the whole thing? Damn. I'm just simming through here. Those are some polite as fuck claps. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. She can't even... No. Oh, man. A body slam on the floor, on the mats. And you can't even get people to, like, give a shit. Man, Michiko's been there for like 3 years, 4 years now. Like, yeah, it's been like 3 years now. And you can't give anyone to give a fuck. There's the table spot. Oh, my Lord. There's like this group of women as she's bringing out the table. And you just see like one of them's taking a picture of Unagi. And that's fine. But like one of them seems like a couple of them seem like they're literally just on their phone. They're front row for a match. They're front row in the middle of a match. These women are on the phone. Yeah, they're probably not here to see them. They're probably there to see Chima and T-Hawk. They were Dragon Gate fans. They're not Sendai Girls or Stardom fans. Ooh, what Warriors? You got the old school Warriors, got the new stuff. Ooh. We don't do a lot of I haven't done a lot of the 2000s Warriors, I think. I think we should do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that 2000s Warriors in here. Dragon Gate Cat Ladies. Corver defending D-Wade. Yeah, that's going to be something. No, it'll be what? Baron Davis and Jamal Tinsley defending D-Wade. Why are they 8-7? Why are they only 8-7? But nonetheless, Jamal Tinsley and Baron Davis are not going to have a fun time either.
Let's head to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew at the arena. I'll be back at halftime.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what do you think we're going to be looking for in this one?
Man, what a killer's row for both teams, man. If only we had Shareef. I think we'll be fine. It'd be nice to have Michael as well.
And also, he's one of those guys who can...
Oh, goody. I knew that was going to happen. I'm glad I saved when I did. I just knew it. I would love to get rid of this little part, but that's all right. All right, let's try this again. Take two. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this again. You know what? We'll go. I'm trying to think. I really didn't like this era of Magic uniforms. I really didn't like those. So we'll go old school pinstripes. But I want to give them the... Where'd they go? You know what? The fact that I can't find them right this second, I'm going to go with orange. I'm going to try the orange because maybe that screwed something up. The fact that I couldn't find the black ones originally, and now I found it through a second go through, let's just try the orange. Maybe that was the thing.
I'm Damon Bruce. It's Friday night basketball.
I'm okay with that.
It's going to be the Golden State Warriors up against the Orlando Magic. And now
The tweet I
out to
sent you about
Orlando for
quid pro
Kevin
quo,
Harlan.
like that's my problem
got
with
the
internet
tip-off.
allegations. Yeah. And that's the thing is that, like, listen, I've been a degenerate before, but, like, you really have to know who you're talking to. Like, if it's a joke, you better know who the hell you're talking to. We'll take that as a joke. Because, yeah, especially in the world of, like, Joshi wrestling fans, they are going to probably take that in the worst possible way.
And he's got some skills to get the ball in the basket from that position.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as
Wrestling
you can.
opinion people
You're
don't
not
like.
gonna be
Colt
able to
Cabana's
knock him
not
off
good.
balance.
That's the you know what? I'm kind of like, I'm not saying he's not good. He's mid. He's not. He's fine. You can take him or leave him. I don't like the idea that he's entertaining fairly, but I could take him or leave him. I'm not. You know, I think all the people who are talking, like all the people who are like, oh, that's why Colt Cabana was taken off of AEW because of CM Punk. And it's like, yeah, but it's also Colt Cabana. Like, there are a lot of dudes who were taken off of TV once you started getting some pretty decently big names. Like, sorry. I know Joey Janela wasn't happy with the lack of TV time, but it's like, are you going to put Bryan Danielson on TV or are you going to put Joey Janela on TV? That's what I thought. I don't mind Colt Cabana when he's there, but come on.
Doris, thank you. No, Clark, hard to create spacing without the three.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
That's also what you would joke to me about. Yeah, dude, that's what we joke to my friends. My friends are like, it's funny because it's one of those things that, like, if you don't know it's a joke, then yeah, it could be taken the worst possible way. What also probably helps is we have one of my friends' wives who are just as fucking degenerate as we are. I even posted just yesterday to give you the degenerate part about it. I even just yesterday took the thing from Fightful Select where it was talking about how Megan Bayne was already signed with like AEW and was, you know, told to go over to that whole thing with AEW and Stardom. Either way, she's signed with AEW, whether or not they sent her there or she got permission to sign there. Either way, I put that there. I'm like, oh, looks like we're not going to see Megan Bayne anymore because they fucking love Megan Bayne. And I was like, hey, the good news is if AEW ever comes, you know, near your guys' town, which I think it's probably been a while, but probably would be a decent chance at least, you know, you can go see her live. and even my buddy's wife, you know, a woman, a grown 30-plus-year-old woman was just like, you guys would never see me again. I'd try to jump the barricade. He's like, I'm not leaving that arena unless he's like, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight. For Megan Bayne, I'm not going down without tasing and all that. It's like, obviously it's a joke, but it's just funny.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts.
Hangman Page's character is lame. I mean, because it's one of those things where it's like, if you're like, Hangman Page's character is specifically like anxious, mentally ill millennial. And if you're not an anxious, mentally ill millennial, which is a lot of people on the internet at least pretend that they're the mentally ill part, then yeah, I do get it. There were some parts of it. I wasn't as like crazy about it as everybody else is. I've never been super like, I like Hangman Page as a wrestler, but like, I don't know. He hits the demographic of people who watch AEW. That's who he hits. So he fits in perfectly. Like, if you introduced a character in AEW who was wrestling to pay off $250,000 of student loans, be the biggest babyface. Like, because that's the crowd. where, you know, someone's going, oh man, you know, if you got a guy who came out there and was like, you know, I'm out here wrestling because I need to pay off my college debts, and I got a job at a union warehouse and they laid me off, and like, it's just they'd be the biggest baby face, because that's the exact type of people that they cater to for AEW's audience. And that's fine. I go to AEW. I went to an AEW event because I like it still, but, you know, I get what they're trying to do. Even as someone who, yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them.
He's a good wrestler, but yeah, I mean, the cool thing, like I said, it's for a specific type of people, and those type of people are the people who watch AEW.
This is a team that loves to cast up shots.
You add in the thing that anxious millennials, you know, seem to care about. You get a guy who, you know, gets down on his luck and he can't afford a home. You do like vignettes of him in a cramped apartment where probably also still be a baby face.
Let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Orlando. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And checking out Milwaukee.
I think that's a big thing that when a lot of people talk about, like AEW's lost their vision, is because that used to be their vision. But a lot of the guys that they grabbed really didn't, like, you know, they haven't, they might have had that idea, but also they want to hit a wider ranging audience. So that when people are like, oh, AEW lost its vision, it's like, yeah, it's because they're hitting a slightly, they're trying to, and they're failing because they had a niche, and now they're not hitting that niche anymore because they're trying to be more casual with it. So either you can go back to that niche and do storylines about people who can't pay off their college loans and people who can't afford houses, and then you'll be able to get people back. I'm telling you.
Here's Bender. No good. Excellent D there from Lombardi. Warriors have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to McLeod.
Oh, yeah. Also, yeah, the Ric Flair thing is also a thing, too, because I don't know how many people remember. It was not that long ago. It was only 4 years ago that Tony Khan did his whole soapbox thing of you know, Hulk Hogan's not going to be allowed on AEW television shows, and your ex-wife Linda's not going to be allowed either, because that's not the type of people that we want to cater to. It's like, I bet you if Hogan called up Tony Khan at this point, 4 years later, with everything that's happened, I bet you Hogan could call Tony Khan, and Tony Khan would find some sort of contract for him. He would do it.
I guess he thought he had more room than he did, but he really lost his place on the court.
I don't think they're in the business of principles at this point. Don't curse me like that. They already got Ric Flair to a multi-year agreement for whatever ungodly reason.
Back to Barkley. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Lampy. And that time,
there you go.
A missed shot.
There you go.
Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
That was a shocker.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling like Kwame's gonna do it. Ah, all right, that's fine.
They never got going.
Yeah, and to lose it,
one TNA was enough. No, we're already getting TNA 2.0 anyway. Will this be 3.0?
The Warriors making a switch here.
I don't know.
Checked in. Good on both.
There we go. CM Punk started the domino effect. Yeah, it kind of did.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Orlando this season.
I do gotta say it is funny the way it all turned out, because CM Punk, I think up till Brawl Out, I think even after Brawl Out, would have still been welcome back in WWE, maybe. I mean, now that Triple H is in charge, I don't think it's going to happen. I think a lot of the people who talk a whole big game about how, he might show up at Survivor Series or might not. I mean, I'm in the camp of he probably won't, because even though, yes, Triple H, I don't think Triple H is like Vince, where he's willing to just, mend burn bridges, rebuild burn bridges. Vince was famous for that. It didn't matter if a guy motherfucked him for, but money. It doesn't. They have enough money. They have more money than God at this point. Oh my God! Could you imagine the Nasty Boys and Jimmy Hart? Now Jimmy Hart's got to be in Skabon so that he can reprise his role in WrestleLicious 2.0. Skabon, baby. There you go. The threes are a fallen. If Saudis want it, it's coming. I don't think the Saudis care, though. I don't honestly think the Saudis care all that much. They wanted Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior. I don't think they're clamoring for CM Punk. Like AEW built up to him sneakily. Yeah, more than likely, it's probably. I feel like more than anything right now, it's probably WWE just being trolls and being like, well, you know what? I bet you we could sell tickets to Survivor Series. And you know what? The people who get angry at us for not delivering Punk at Survivor Series, they'll still watch anyway. We give them enough good characters. They'll still watch for the bloodline. I think they know that. Oh, that's a long three. Damn. Barkley with it. Back to Morning. The chants have returned. Here's McLeod. Got it off in time. It's been a low-scoring game. I don't even think so much because of defense, was just no one could score. Orlando out in front, leading by just 2. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Also, I feel like at this point, I don't think I'm going to care. Even if he does show up in WWE, I don't care. I stopped caring even after his, even into his second little, his post injury run on Collision. I kind of stopped caring about. So I don't think there's going to be the person. Alonzo Mourning and Jerry Stackhouse being virtually the same size. It's been great. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
Scott is out there with Duncan, and it's Tinsley.
Yeah, they could just be working people, but like I said, I've just stopped caring. I've just been exhausted over the last year at this point. Retire, don't retire, go to WWE, go somewhere else. I don't care. The fact that there are people, it really... I don't know. I mean, I guess there are still people who like CM Punk, and I guess I can't fault them for it, but it's just man, I get it. Regardless of what you think of the Elite, it's just so exhausting at this point that there's a 45-year-old man that's this invested in fucking drama. Take away everything else. That's the crux of it here. Is it's just.
Well, you got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season, shooting better than 90%.
You just got all this drama that's unnecessary.
Those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean,
if it was going somewhere, sure.
Was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
2000s Midwest thick left-wing wine moms. That's about it.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Passes to Mercer. Kicks to Anthony.
Excuse me. I think I'm doing just a lot of, oh my goodness. Doing a lot of coughing because it's just, yeah. It wasn't invading my throat that, oh my Lord. Wasn't invading my throat that much last week, but this week seems to be kind of bad. We had one of the older guys at work that never takes days off. Takes a lot of pride in that. He's worked there for so long and never takes days off. He literally has like over a year and a half of, at least over a year of actual sick leave accrued. So, yeah, he even came in this morning because he wasn't feeling great yesterday. And he was like, oh, I got to go to the doctor, try to see what's going on. He came in this morning. He's like, yep, doctor told me I got bronchitis. So, yeah, I got this stuff here, and I'm just going to take it easy. I'm like, then what are you doing here at work? Why?
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got
boom, there you go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there. Excellent feed from Baron Davis that time.
Barkley dishes to Wallace. He passes it to Wade. Yow's there.
Up.
Anthony against Scott. Fires from the wing.
Oh, my Lord. I had a hand in his face. I was on him. It didn't even matter. None of it mattered. Not a one of it mattered. Hey.
8 points for him.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Anthony with the screen on Davis. Barkley the pass to Anthony.
Look, get on him. I'm doing my best. I'm staying on him. All right.
Back to Barkley.
No. Oh, God. Of course he misses that. Oh, my Lord. Are they just going to hold the ball forever? Is this their thing? They play in that slow half-court tempo. Young Rasheed Wallace just looks wrong. He needs at least a goatee. This looks wrong.
The Magic leading by 7. Launches it.
Oh, my God. I thought I got him.
And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here.
That's my fault.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season.
Look at fucking Utah's doing this. Holy shit. Okay.
And checking out Golden State, they find themselves in the 7th spot.
Well, I think for Golden State, they look like a team that's ready to compete for
Come
the
on.
playoffs.
Okay.
Start this season, and this, to me, just on observation, looks like a playoff team.
Yeah, their fan base is so
Oh, come on.
winning some games.
We're really kind of forcing it at this point. Oh, good Lord.
Further and maybe capture
Who the fuck is on the Jazz? Kobe for sure. Kobe left the Lakers and is on the Jazz. I don't know who else.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he trains those.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brown defended by
Let's
Monte.
see.
Backing down is Brown. And it's free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, an opportunity here to check out some stats for Tim Duncan. This past
It's
month,
weird because the Warriors were never super competitive when they had both Michael Jordan and Latrell Sprewell on it at the same time. You see my thing? It was the podcast guy trying to start up a real Joshi
And you talked
promotion.
about his place among the leaders in rebounding.
Oh, yeah. I thought that's the quid pro, yeah, because the quid pro quo thing that you were, yeah.
Wallace is checked in for Golden State.
That's with the guy who does the monthly Proresu or something like that. Yeah, 'cause it sounded like they wanted to do it in Japan. That sounded like the thing is they wanted to make sure that they got settled in Japan because it didn't sound like they wanted to do it in America. They were going to go to Japan and do it. They were going to do like what I'm doing in TEW, which is like an American coming in and doing American style wrestling, but with Joshis, but with tummy licking.
Schedule for the Orlando Magic. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. That'll be just one
Listen,
big
I
play and
can't.
win home for them.
Once again, I don't know how much of it is him joking, because like I said,
The double clutch.
I will admit that we have said some heinous shit amongst friends as jokes when we have watched Stardom and Tokyo Joshi Pro, including the female,
Wade left side.
because she just started falling. We actually podcast starting a wrestling promotion. Yeah, there's like 4 of them now.
It's hauled in by Brown.
We actually spent money on what is it? Server boosts for Discord, so that we could get more soundboards. And I made a new soundboard. I made 2 new soundboard buttons to replace ones that we didn't use this weekend.
Can't extend the lead.
It was the sound of someone doing like a motorboat sound.
Wade kicks to Anthony.
It was the Vince Vaughn in Wedding Crashers doing the motorboat #1. And then it was some sort of I forget what movie it was from, but someone did like a big
So the whistle blows
sniff, like,
for the contact right there. And look at how the hustle game
and I
has been
added
going.
those in, and those instantly became like favorite buttons to utilize.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight.
It was horrendous.
That free throw missing. Orlando making some changes. Bender's checked in, and Miller's subbed in for Hardaway.
But once again, it's mostly just to entertain ourselves and being facetious. Yeah, then they don't call it out. They just ignore it. Because like I said, you really have to know. You really have to know who the fuck you're talking to when you do that. Because it can very... Because if you don't know that you're cool with one another, it could easily turn into, oh my God, this person's a terrible human being.
While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies. in
You
the
gotta really know that the person that you're talking to knows that it's all just in fun.
He's checked in for Brown.
I mean, hell, anytime we have favorites in a promotion,
Here we go.
we just call them our wives.
Green from Yao.
like we all have multiple wives, even especially the female, especially my buddy's wife.
Another shot.
She has like 8 wives now, at
Warriors
least.
have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Shots good by Anthony.
She has like 4 of them in Stardom alone.
But it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Duncan dishes to Yao.
Ah.
The whistle, contact
The Luller
on the
our
line.
puppies
2
button.
shots
Yeah,
go.
I thought about that. I don't think they would get it though, because what's weird is how much Joshi we watch. They never really watched a lot of wrestling. This whole thing spawned from like months ago. Of me just posting it, like me just live streaming it, because you can kind of do the whole live stream something function through your chat on Discord. And it just turned into them getting invested into it. So I don't think they would get a whole lot of wrestling references. I have had put some stuff in there.
Look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent
I'm trying to
stroke
remember.
and a
I bet you I
percentage
could
to
get
match.
on here.
Now it's
I hope
out
no one
ball
decides
by
to show up
Golden
here.
State.
Let's see some of my wrestling references. There's not a lot of like straight up wrestling references that I put on here. I did put the Adam Cole.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came.
I did do that one because I thought it was great. But yeah, everything else I think is pretty non.
Hardaway's checked
Oh, and then I did do a Ron Simmons. Yeah, that's on there too. The damn. There we go. Get out of there before someone notices I'm in the chat and just decides to drop in or whatever.
Warriors trail by 8. Here's Wade. He had 19 points in the win against
But yeah,
Chicago.
you gotta really know who you're doing that to in this day and age. You gotta understand that they understand and they're cool with it, because then you get a lot of these people who are like, and look what he sent me. Look what he did.
The finger roll finish.
The dish to Duncan.
Already he's looking at his third foul.
Hey.
I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter. Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Yeah, I remember seeing. I saw the DMs. They'd be like, "Man, that person would fucking faint after one night." In our little Discord call.
Wade kicks to Morning. Back to Wade.
I mean, the Kitsune guy got always and probably got other things as well. Oh, you mean like someone rubbing his tummy for good luck or rubbing his stomach for good luck or something?
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half.
Yeah, that's the point. It's it's the one rule. It's like if you it's like don't say it out loud, but if you say it, don't record it or don't write it down or anything like that.
Top 10 in team points per game.
The key really to me out of all those numbers, Clark, is the steals, because that's become their identity defensively. They're a real ball-hawking team. They like to get out and put pressure on the offense.
Probably.
Mistakes, and when they do that, they're tough to stop in transition.
That's where he actually lost his money on. Was paying someone to give him a Hummer. I'm not gonna put that on the. Once again, another thing that if I say this and then it's gonna be like, and look how terrible he is, assuming that something like that has actually happened here, and we're nothing but professional. And shut up.
That's pretty much been the norm for them.
I'm just being silly. I'm being stupid.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game.
We're up by 9 going into the half. Well, I mean, we still got some time. They could easily just knock down a 3, just as a go fuck yourself. That would also been a good go fuck yourself right there.
To me, a bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with it. At least as I look at it.
Hey, let's go. I didn't want a quick release one, but I waited just a little too much. Oh well, it worked.
And we finished one half of basketball. Magic lead by 12. And coming up now, it's the
WWE updated Punk's profile on their website.
Start of the third quarter in just a while.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
This is 2K Sports, and I'm Damon Bruce, coming to you live on a Friday.
Kwame's the leader of the team right now. Kwame is putting this team on his back.
Start this season. They'd like to continue that hot streak in this game.
You lose your sanity talking to the people I talk to.
He's got 8 points and some nice
the
plays
pirate guys. Oh,
getting the assists going.
I mean, I don't talk to them. I just see what nonsense they post.
And midway through, the Warriors are still alive.
And that's only occasionally, because usually if I'm, if we're up for like an actual live Tokyo Joshi Pro show, like I'm watching it on Wrestle Universe, because it's like I pay for it. So.
And he's helped out with some key rebounds as well. And now, let's check out the other games still going on.
Oh no! What do you have to deal with?
Out in Boston, the Celtics are in a close game against Miami. Things are pretty close out there in the third quarter of action. And another game going on. It's a close game for the Hornets going up against the New
because
Orleans
Noah,
Pelicans.
just
About
Noah
midway
in
through the
general,
third out there.
that you have
And
to
look
deal
now
with.
at the rest of the action from around the NBA. Atlanta with the lead against the Knicks in New York.
Any ridiculous things going on? Nope.
And that's all we got for you here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin.
Listen to the song. I do not have the time to listen to the song. Okay, not on stream. Okay.
Presented by Sprint.
Welcome back as we take a look at the Central Business District here in Dallas, Texas.
You know, as far as overnight crews were for Baked, I think the Dragon Gate crew might have always been one of the best ones. Because, like, they all seem to draw their own different types of people to watch, and I think the Dragon Gate ones might have been my favorites.
Warriors trail by 12, and Golden State looking at who they've got. Wallace is out there with Morning. Then it's Anthony, and it's Mercer.
They seem the least pain in the ass, and the most, maybe not interesting, but at least amusing.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nope. I swear to God, if he
And now,
freaking
on our
makes
rookie
that.
leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
made one and missed one so far in the game.
Kapark Cup?
And
What
as
the?
an
Who is
85%
that?
free throw shooter, his team has been able to count on him anytime he gets to the stripe.
You know,
I didn't
even
see
in
Bosch
games
there.
where he hasn't been at his best this
Where did
season,
I send
he
Bosch?
still managed
Had to
get
have
it
been
done
somewhere
at the
where he
charity
was
stripe
at least
when he gets
used,
his opportunity.
being able to be used. Chris Kamen, shout out. Yeah,
Throws good
Kamen.
for Anthony.
I mean, he better. He better. He's a center. He better be doing well, at least in the rebound department.
Davis kicks to Duncan. Some nice ball
He
movement
was
by
the number
Magic.
2 overall
Now
pick
back
for some
down.
ungodly reason. Oh,
Away by
Lord.
Wallace. Mercer passes to Wade. And
Ah.
going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
Scott
There you
dishes
go.
to Davis.
Let's see. What do we got here? What do we got here? We got to get something for Penny.
Screen.
There you go. Oh, shit.
Hardaway kicks to Duncan. Yes,
There you
it's
go.
Hardaway picking up the assist.
Came in as a Hall of Famer.
Hardaway
He
with
could.
3 assists.
Dude, that is my ultimate goal. At least get a couple all-star runs
You know, one thing that really
for
stands out
Kwame
is
Brown.
quick trigger. He can
If Kwame gets Hall of Fame, that would be amazing.
in an instant, lets that shot go, and he is accurate.
And you know, at the end of the day,
I don't think I could run as many busts as I feel like I probably could, mostly because most of the busts tend to be centers. But like Greg Oden will be coming up here soon too.
From inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive.
They found out about me sending your
The
reaction.
kick out to
How did they find out about that? Is someone like mysteriously like
And it's the Magic from deep.
And what jumps out
following
is
me?
assist total. And they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm. to
found
the
out about me
offense.
sending you the
Clearly seems
reaction
to
to
be a
Veda
different
being the
mindset
commentator.
between these teams.
Now a timeout call.
So if they saw that, they've probably well, I don't use the same name on my Twitch handle or on my Twitter handle as I usually do. We're gonna get this fucker. What for leaking out how the fucking baked chat did not seem to appreciate her,
No idea if
which I knew was gonna happen.
during a telecast.
Which was funny because it was funny because I just happened to be there too anyway. I just didn't say anything. I just happened to be there at the same time.
And Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve. He has the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really.
Yeah, and I mean I do at least go in there, but it's you know what? It takes a little more than like 3 seconds to
For Tim Duncan.
look, and it's not the same as my Twitter handle, so you know it might not be as big of a deal. Who knows?
Second in blocks, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, he's done.
I'll have to have some sort of, you know what? In true baked fashion, I'll have to have some sort of like degenerate Joshi name.
I mean, when the shot goes up, he really believes it belongs to him if it doesn't go in.
And this is his second trip to the line.
I think that I'll have to come up with some degenerate Joshi name to be.
below where he'd like to be.
Guys, when you compare against last year, I mean, this season has been a pretty painful drop-off in his free throw numbers. I mean,
Rams signed Wentz.
he's not making the key
Interesting.
chances he's getting at the foul line.
Solid rebound there, and with the score
Oh.
like it is, that's an area they just can't afford.
Oh, I thought he was going to cut to the basket more, and he didn't.
But they're still getting outworked just by a skosh.
Hardaway against
All right,
Anthony.
come on, Carmelo, come on.
The Magic need to get a shot off here.
Oh,
Out of bounds.
Ah!
Golden State takes possession. And the Warriors making a change here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Jeter.
not only a degenerate Joshi name, but then like work in like some sort of 4chan reference in there too.
And it's Orlando with the rebound.
So if you go on there and you see someone named now Kakuta's Kamikaze Husbando,
Passes there.
that's probably gonna be me.
And Yao backs down. Dishes it to Davis. Forward. Outside, Davis. There's the three. Another miss by Orlando. Warriors trail by 12.
Get there.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Out to Anthony.
Please, just stay guarding him. Stay guarding him.
Johnson's
No! Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord.
Boy, that's some physical basketball out there. I'm glad I'm not in the middle of that. A hard pick and an assault on the bucket.
old school
Dear
stuff there.
God.
There was a lot to like on that play.
Duncan, the pass to Yao. Davis
There you go.
cranes the three-pointer. Davis has got his
I don't even know how many three-pointers I've shot so far. We've had a lot of three-pointers. 17 three-pointers.
Well, that's 3 of the
I
last.
should probably try to do some. You know why? Is because we've not had a whole lot of success right now trying to get it inside.
Outside Anthony.
Maybe I need to do more with that. I mean, we do have a lot of three-point shooters out there between Corver and Davis and all that. It makes sense.
Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Number one, the Magic.
441, the Jazz again.
Probably the most important weapon in their
Clippers are up there,
arsenal.
too.
Look at the numbers. I mean, that's
I didn't think the
amazing.
Clippers were doing that good, but if they're winning by 51 and they're at the top up here, like,
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
once again, January 6th. Advanced reservations, okay. Wonder where that's, oh, Shinjuku. All right, that makes sense. They can probably sell more tickets. They could probably sell more tickets for Hikari Deathmatch than Shinkiba.
And get back to the line.
Like, you know what? We could probably sell a little bit more.
As it is, they're perfect so far, so keep it
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
We're seeing the Warriors unable to defend against Yao.
He's got 10 points and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
Well, anytime they've needed him, he's come through defensively. He's
There you
made a
go.
major impact on this game.
There you go.
And the Warriors making a change here. Morning's checked in. Warriors trail by 13.
Jesus, it's already midnight. That's all right. We're good portion of the way through the third, and then, yeah, be able to pretty much call it a day here soon.
Wade left side. Jeter kicks to Wade. Puts up a three.
Nope. If he made that, I swear to God, I'd
And the
cry.
Magic taking it the other way.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Let's see
Well, if you're
here.
doing
Let's
enough
see
good
here.
things and you're maintaining at
Nope,
least
that's not what I want.
a slight edge on the boards, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Oh, slipped through
Tinsley.
and got a foul.
Body contact looked like a block.
Didn't get the points, but yeah, all right.
He'll head to the free throw line.
We executed something that could be called a play.
First free throw is good.
We executed some sort of plan,
Since halftime,
and
Clark.
I mean we've still been successful so far.
That, Steve, how about
As long as we keep this up.
Wallace is checked in for Anthony. He's perfect from the line this time. Warriors trail by 15. There's the pass to Mercer.
Who's not pulling their weight? Wade, Mercer. Wallace hasn't scored yet. Carmelo, I think, has been doing okay. Morning hasn't been doing great. Meanwhile, Hardaway, Duncan, Yao, they're all doing okay. Yeah, Scott hasn't been pulling the weight for us. But then again, we're not really relying so much on Scott.
And it's blocked by Yao.
Scott's kind of there, but, I mean, it's okay.
Tinsley. He feeds it
Scott usually doesn't because we usually have better shooters out there,
in. Duncan dishes to
or at
Tim.
least more consistent
He passes to
shooters.
Hardaway. It's Scott on the wing. Back to
See,
Hardaway.
they leave Hardaway open for whatever reason.
Duncan inside. Wallace
Here.
covering.
Get some
Here's
points.
Scott. Good
There you go.
assist goes to Hardaway.
There you go. All right, we're good.
Fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
What could you get for Scott in a trade? Probably not that much. I'll have to think about that too.
Passes it to
I could probably get some depth.
There's the dish to Morning. clock is at 3.
I think the big part is I didn't want someone who was just going to easily overshadow Corver, because obviously I want Corver to get some minutes because I know he's going to be good. Oh, damn it.
That's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve.
It's a weird balancing act right now because usually when Michael Jordan's here, I want to make sure that Michael Jordan is at least our sixth man.
Warriors trail by 18.
And then, Reggie Miller comes off right with that. But I want to make sure Corver gets some minutes, which he's been able to get right now because of the injuries.
Outside Anthony. Backing in.
Hoiberg. Maybe I'll have to get... Oh, man, I hate to say get rid of Scott and Hoiberg, considering... Scott is Dennis Scott's an Orlando Magic guy, and Hoiberg's been a staple for us in this whole series. I mean, we finally got rid of Lee Mayberry, and I don't think I'll probably sign him back again. Who knows? But traded away Lee Mayberry. It's feel awkward, like trading away for Hoiberg, trading away Hoiberg again.
It's rebounded by Baron Davis.
But yeah, I think everyone. I think because I have so many guys that have a very specific archetype.
Duncan, the pass to Davis. Feeds to Hardaway. Lets it fly from 18.
I was way late on that.
The third quarter, pretty much a blowout.
I don't know what I was thinking.
One-sided affair. Orlando out in front.
I mean, we're still up by 19, or no, 21. Sorry.
Coming up next
So we can play silly.
December 3rd, go up against the Utah Jazz. Don't
Oh
miss out.
boy, who is it? All right, Kobe. Is it gonna be another big man put up against Oh my lord! Come on now. Come on now.
Underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here.
At this point, I don't think it matters too much. Let's see.
All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Orlando, Miller is out there with Davis, and it's Duncan, and it's Yao.
Duncan's usually all right. We're getting Wallace. Oh no, yeah.
And he knocks down the first one. Scotty
See that? Ball don't lie. Say it. Ball don't lie.
The Warriors shooting 43%.
This is Spark
from the floor.
Joshi. Kobe in the 11 jersey looks awful. Yeah.
Davis against Wade. He passes to Mercer. Wallace left side. That drops.
Beautiful.
Ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. That's what Rasheed Wallace used to say when he picked up a foul.
That's good.
And then the guy, if he managed to miss his free throw or one of his free throws, that's what he would yell. Ball don't lie.
Morning a screen on Davis. Mercer. No good with the triple.
Basically to say that the free throw, that the foul that he picked up wasn't worth a damn. And because, some sort of, intervening higher power. Oh, my God, that was silly. I thought he was going to cut back in, and then he didn't. Some higher power intervened to make sure that he didn't get the full 2 points for his troubles.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Final quarter.
Wade kicks to Wallace.
I like this. We're just
No good.
no good.
Orlando will take it the other way. Davis dishes to Duncan. And
Hey, and one.
he's going to the line.
Ball don't lie.
Right there. Great save.
Oh, we're trading out everybody.
That's how you do it. The bump and the bucket.
Different look here for the Warriors. The free throw
There you go.
drops for Duncan.
Get Kwame in
Quarter now,
as soon
we're
as
about a minute
possible.
and a half in. Here's Jeter, defended by Corver.
Oh.
The feed to Jeter. He kicks to Johnson. And it's Jeter
I tried.
missing.
If I get a block with Corver, that'll be amazing.
Defensive rotation. They're playing well together.
Fuck it. Let's just take this now.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
All right. We've already got Kwame in there, so everybody else I could care less about now.
You know, it's a coach's job to always try to be 2 or 3 steps ahead of the opponent.
There you go.
For that extra edge if you can.
I'm trying not. Okay, so that was technically a 2. It's like I'm trying not to just hit more threes, but if they are leaving these guys wide open, I'm gonna take it.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight. But the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Here's Brown.
Oh God, he got giga blocked. And now Tinsley's just got to stand here and make sure that he doesn't.
Minutes in the books here in the fourth. Can they get it?
Ugh.
Shot counts. He's fouled. A chance for a
All
three-point
right,
play.
we're ahead by enough at this point. I'm not super worried.
Right on him. Good defense, but better offense.
Honestly, we're up by 26, I think, now. Let me see, the 55, 65, yeah. Let me just,
The three from Corver. And
all right. We're up by 29 points. I'm going to go ahead and just sim the game. Usually we've been having, like, closer games. Maybe I got to go full bore into, maybe this is like college hoops where I got to do like MOP. I got to go all the way to the crank it all the way to the knob all the way to 10 just to make sure that we have some competitive games going on here. Could have just been an off game too. That's always possible as well. Just a real quick look because I would like to. Whoops. We can get Yao's a 5-star at this point. So we can probably get just about anybody good that we want. Richard Jefferson. No. Ostertag is the guy that you're going to give us. Come on now. Dikembe. No. Yeah, I think that's the big thing is they're not giving it. Zach Randolph would probably be good for defense. But yeah, no one's really. There's a Wakandi in Atlanta. I don't think anyone's willing to get rid of their biggest and best guys, though, even for Yao. What do you think about turning defensive 3 seconds off? Yeah, that might be something to think about. Let's see, Kenyon Martin, Shaq, but that's 31-year-old Shaq at this point, like. Basically, no, and they want Penny and you're not taking Penny. See, that's the thing, is they want too much for it, too. It's like, Shaq would be fantastic. Shaq and Penny, but I'd have to get rid of Penny. Let's see. I can get Pfizer back, but, like, you'd have to give me a little bit more. I wouldn't mind taking Pfizer back, but you got to give me a lot more than just that. Pfizer and somebody else. No, not so much Jameson. Tyson Chandler, his potential's not great. Danny Fortson's kind of old. Darko wouldn't be too bad, but I'd have to really work on his potential like I did Kwame. They're willing to get rid of Carmelo and that guy for this in a second round. That's not too bad either. Gerald Wallace, George Marason. Well, it's not the worst in the world. Joe Johnson wouldn't be bad either. Honestly, like Carmelo would be top notch. I wouldn't mind getting Pfizer back because I can work on Pfizer some more, but like I would have to get a little bit more than like Matt Geiger to go with it. You're going to have to give me... Oh, there's Louis Scola. Yeah, I was too tall for this game. Gets a guy that's even... Yeah, gets George... Because I've already had... Dude, I've already had both George Marason and Sean Bradley. Like, I've had both of them on this team. That's how I know that this game is goofy with the super big tall guys, is because I've had Yao, Sean Bradley, and George Mirasan. Like, I've had them all. Fuck, I can't believe John Howard's only 30. I mean, he's still probably on the downslope, but $6 million. I mean, Juwan Howard would end up getting all of Corver's minutes as well. Scola wouldn't be too bad. All we have is Duncan right now. All we have there is Kwame and Yao. We could move one of these guys over to center, like Pfizer. That's a possibility. I don't know if they'll take that. But Pfizer and Scola for Yao is not the worst in the world. Need to trade a wing guy for, yeah, I was just thinking what I could get for Dennis Scott. Look at that. Kwame is at least a 1.5 now. So there's something. Let's see. I can get an aging Dikembe, who's probably going to retire at the end of the year. Haslam wouldn't be too bad. B- potential is not terrible either. Have teams play more zone in your associations, more refreshing. Interesting. Josh Powell. I mean, I could take a project, I guess, as well. David Robinson, who's going to be nobody at this time. Navarro, Mookie Blaylock. Jesus. Mike Sweetney. C- is not great. And they want a first round for it? What the fuck? Jerome Beasley? No. Robert Ory? Wow, they're literally trading us nothing for that. They're trading us a 25 overall filler person and a second rounder. What the Nicholas? It is that name. 1.5 ain't bad. They want a first rounder though. They really want that Hawks first rounder. A lot of people want the Hawks first rounder. Yeah, Udonis would bring some defense too. That is true. Donnell Harvey. Where was? Oh, that was way further back than I thought. That's a first round though too, but that's not a bad trade. What else do you got? Can we take a Turkaloo, Harrington? You got another guy that I could 7 foot, 23-year-old Alton Winter, Sam Jinks, Jamal Magalore, K Perk. What is he? He's a 2-star. So you're probably not going to give that up. Yeah, if I would grab anybody, it would end up being a guy who'd just be another pet project to do too. Post defense is C+ right there. Of course, Kendrick Perkins would be great. I wonder if Perkins would be better than. I wonder if Perkins would be a better get than Haslam. I wonder if they'll go with that. Throw in like a second. What's Haslam's potential? Looks pretty good. What's Perkins look like? Perkins got a little bit more potential. This might be something to ponder over, and then the next time I play this, I'll probably have a better idea. This is at least some decent stuff to ponder. Yeah, I'd probably keep Hoiberg around. So if I was going to get rid of a wing guy, it'd probably be Dennis Scott at this point. So yeah, we can redo that just to see if there's a guy. Yeah, Haslam would probably be the guy then. Unless I can throw in something else to have him get rid of Perkins. And then consider what I could potentially get for Yao, which should be pretty much the world. Like I said, pretty much the world. If I play my cards right on it. Pfizer wouldn't be too. That's an obvious downgrade though. But yeah, it's up to whether or not I'm going to keep him around for the 2-year option there as well. Sluggish, so he's feeling the. It doesn't show his. It doesn't show his fatigue exactly. Exhausted, sluggish, rested. Yeah, I can tell. Tyson Chandler one wasn't too bad either. I'll have to consider what I do for that. I'm not going to worry too much about it right this second. We've always got some time. It's still pretty early in the season, Could be something different that comes up in, several days later after I do the Hornets game and the Jazz game. Shit, look at that. Jazz and then Warriors. Damn. So we'll have the Hornets game on the next time, and then we'll sim through to the Jazz game, and we'll have the Jazz game on the road. So there you go. I need to get to bed because it is almost 12:30 in the morning for me. So which means it is past time for me to at least head to bed. And I got some stuff to deal with my bed and all that. I don't know. I toss and turn a lot, and I realized just how much I tossed and turned because I realized that my sheets were coming off of my bed. That's how bad it was. So, yeah. Thank you guys for coming here and being a part of this. I considered doing some, well, you know what? I might do it maybe next time or some other future time, but I think I'm pretty well set on doing a college hoops thing. I even got the new rosters that they just put out a few days ago. What was it, on the 2nd or something? Ended up putting that in there for the reborn. So I'll have to do that. But yeah, my throat's pretty much shot on me at this point. So thank you very much. I appreciate you guys being here. Of course, me talking the whole time probably didn't help either, but yeah, thanks. If you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate you watching as well. And yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. See ya.